Welcome. My name's Lauren. If we haven't met before, my friends call me LB. We're going to give a couple minutes for everybody to get started, but I love starting with a get to know you chat. If you've just joined, would you please chat in your name, your city, and whether you're in that in management, or I'm aspiring to be in management, or I'm unsure. So mine would look like LB, Phoenix, Arizona. Let's talk about the weather this time of year. And then because I'm in management right now. Let's see who can get us started. Welcome. If you just joined us, I love seeing you guys come in. We're going to have such a good chat today, and I've got a lot to cover. If you've just joined us, type in your name, your city, and whether you're in management, aspiring to be in management, or unsure. Dina! Oh, you're brand new. Hello. Dina, we got to stay tuned and learn about Girls Club. Aspiring. Murph, hi, honey. So good to see you. That's great. Huntington Beach, aspiring. Anthony, you only did half the assignment, dude. Get in there. Hi, Abby. Aspiring. We've got a lot of aspiring. This is great. Boston. You hit enter too soon, didn't you? We're looking for part 3, Anthony. This is fun. It's suspense. Hi, Carlos. Cologne. Where's Cologne? I only know of Germany, and I'm not sure that that's the case. It is Germany. Hey, that's fantastic. Love Cologne. That's fantastic. I did Carnival there one year. Lord, I was young. That's great. I love seeing all this. Thank you. Almost everybody's aspiring or unsure. Dina, you're brand new. So that's cool. Cool. If you're just joining us, you guys, you're typing in your name, your city, and whether you're in management, aspiring to get into management, or unsure. I'm not sure if that means you're not sure where you are. I'm just kidding. Unsure whether you want to be in or not. You're just learning more. Hi, Melissa. That's great. Hello. Murph, how the hell are you? I saw Derek last week and a bunch of the old guys. We went and had drinks in Scottsdale. Dina was unsure and she took the lead. I'm so proud of you. That's awesome. Way to go. Hi, Anna. Aspiring. Good. Oh, it's so nice to have everybody here. We're officially the top of the hour and there's so much to cover. I'm going to jump in and start moving. So hopefully folks who are coming in new will see and join us by typing in their name, their city, and whether they're in management, aspiring, or unsure. You've joined Factor 8 and our monthly sales shots served straight from the sales bar. The sales bar is a really cool, slightly alcoholic e-learning platform for sales reps and sales managers. My name is Lauren Bailey. My friends call me LB. I am the founder of Factor 8 in the sales bar and something called Girls Club, which I'll tell you about at the end, which is just for us ladies, all for folks brand new into management or aspiring. Today's topic, this month's topic, we're talking about sales management. Like for some folks, we get into it and we're like, what the hell did I do? Should I be here? Okay. For others, I think I might want to get in. And for more of us, we know we want to get in, and how do I get there? I'm going to try to cover all 3, and I'm going to do it in 30 minutes. So get ready for the auctioneer talk. Here we go. We're going to start with a scary statistic. Ladies and gentlemen, what % chatted in of new managers, according to CEB, fail within their first 2 years? Your clue is it's high. Sarah in Italy, how exciting to have you here. I'm literally picking my villa in Tuscany right now for October. I've been to Venice like 7 times and Rome, and I've never been to Tuscany, and I'm so excited. 80%, 60%, 84, 80%, 95%. Sadly, it is high. Murph nailed it. It's 60%. Now, the CEB is going to tell you it's because they weren't properly trained to manage. I sell management training, so I love that statistic. But I think there's even a bigger reason why. I think it's because you were so damn good at being reps, right? Like when we're in it to win it as a rep, those behaviors don't always serve us as managers. And we're not necessarily well trained how to make that transition. Jack Welch talks about the transition very clearly. Before you're a leader, success is all about growing yourself, big time, and your paycheck. When you become a leader, success is all about growing others. and it's darn hard to make that transition. Now, if you're a rep aspiring to be a manager, you're not exactly sure what that means. So the book I love about this is called The Leadership Pipeline. I swear it's like from the 1800s. It's that old, but it still rings true. Go buy it on Amazon. Here's the crux of it, you guys. It basically says, when you're a rep, you're leading yourself, right? When you take the first passage in your career growth, passage one, getting into leading others, being a manager, it's not continuing on the same path. It's actually, if you're a top rep, backing up to that orange dot, turning around in a whole different direction and walking up a different path. So you got to know what those skills are. What do I have to stop doing? And what do I have to start doing? Then, by the way, guess what? You do it again at director. You do it again at VP. Can I tell you, I've recently gone through doing it as a CEO. And it's freaking painful every single time. By the way, Amy Wunderlich, our fabulous marketing leader, is going to chat in a link where you can download some of those critical skills to start and stop. I'm going to focus in our short amount of time on the start skills. Some of the stuff we find most important when you're transitioning, when you want to get into management. So Dana, you're probably already, way to go, Amy, boom. You're probably already realizing some of these. For my aspiring folks out there, start training on these now. And we are going to give you a link and a discount to one of our boot camps, which is like the cheapest, fastest way to get these awesome skills. Usually, you guys, we work with big companies for like years at a time, but our boot camps and our master classes are for individuals who companies may or may not give them budget, and it's super inexpensive. So I'll give you that link at the end. Amy's going to send that in too. Oh, Dana, I'm so glad you're in the boot camp. That's awesome. All right. So you guys, with all of these new skills, here's sales shot number one. What do I need to change? By the way, we serve a lot of shots every month. I've got 8 shots in these 30 minutes. And next month, we're going to do a whole different topic with new shots. So again, with the drinking, I know I did make it through dry January. There you go. What do I need to change when I get into management? Where can I let go of stuff? What is not serving me today? And what can I start doing? That is a critical shot you need to give yourself in the arm. Okay. Come to the boot camp and learn, take the downloads and start working through it. But quit buying sales books and start buying management books. Okay. We're going to move on just a little bit. When I work with groups of new managers, and Murph, I was literally thinking about your team, what was it, 8 years ago, in that first session. By the time we all know each other and trust each other, here's what I hear most often. It's the number one confession. I've gotten into management and I'm kind of disappointed. It's true, you guys. Nobody cares as much as you do. They just don't. Be clear, you're a superstar. That's why you're considering moving up. That's why your company's considering moving you up. If you're thinking about being a leader, you're in the top percent. I've been around enough teams to know, okay? You will never manage a team of yous in your life. And that's freaking hard to deal with. Here's another way to look at this. You just can't control how much other people care. And it doesn't mean they're all idiots, although sometimes it feels that way. Am I right, Anna? It means that maybe they're at a different place in their life. Maybe they're not as motivated at work. Maybe they're not born salespeople. Maybe they're doing this while they get their PhD in molecular biology, right? You're never going to have a team of super motivated, super focused, killer salespeople that are all A's. You make your number every month on the back of your B's and C's. Whew. So here's why I bring that up in this meeting, because they will never care as much as you. You can't control how much they care. And when you care more than they do, it causes stress. It causes massive problems. It causes you to feel disappointment and kind of hate management. And that's what we're talking about in this first section. Do I belong in management? So the shot in the arm on this is, you got to know your span of control, okay? You got to know it's very small and the little. This is what you control. You can influence them coming to work on time, and you can influence the dials, and you can be concerned about what's coming down from your boss, and everything else is just out there. If you're not loving management, you ask yourself, could this be why, right? And if I follow Elsa's advice and just let it go, could that save me some heartache? Okay, either by letting management go or by just saying, I can't control it all. They're not going to care. They're not going to be perfect. I can't go wake them up on time and drive them into work. And if you considered it, there's your sign. You care more than they do. Here's what you can control: your time. I love this saying. Somebody said it to me when I was all stressed out about having too much to do. Hey, LB, your calendar didn't come preloaded. You choose, okay? You choose what goes in your calendar. You choose when you go home. You choose if you allow a line at your desk. You choose if you answer every email. You choose if you work through lunch or if you go to the gym. Your time is more valuable than your money. It's just true in today's world. And I want you to guard it like it's freaking Fort Knox. Do not give it away willy-nilly. Invest it where it feels good and where it serves you and where you're getting the same amount of commitment back from other people. Ooh, it's harsh, but fair. So that's shot number 3, folks. You got to own your own day. Time management is the single most important skill to get right fast when you're moving into management. Absolutely, you can start learning that now, which is why our class Own Your Day is part of the boot camp. Okay, get the class, learn how. It is different as a rep and as a manager. What we focus on is how to get proactive. Why? Because in management, it's really super easy to spend all day putting out fires. Whack-a-mole management, right, Murph? Not actually why you got into management. You got there to help build people and build strategy and help and teach people, and nobody can find the time to do that. Tip 2 we talk about is protecting your time and learning what really is a fire and what isn't, okay? And half of that is just learning how to say no to the line of reps at your desk, because I'm sure you guys know it happens all the time. Even if you're working from home, it's just a Slack that's on fire. Here's the other one I just have to add, you guys. Why would you not role model self-care? Okay, if you're feeling every night like you need a drink, then you got to take care of yourself here. It's okay to do, right? Take your time. Do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? Now that one's just straight from marital counseling. Is it about your pride or is it about your happiness? Remember, 60% of people decide management isn't for them. So check in if you're doing this role and ask how it feels and if you're enjoying it. And if the idea of stepping down feels like a shot of relief, then don't let pride stop you. Remember, it ain't a fit for at least half of the 60% who fail. And it's okay to go backwards. I'm giving you permission. Believe me, your leaders will be happier. Whenever I speak to groups of executives, the number one mistake we've all made is promoting our top rep to leader. Why? Because they hate being a manager. And then, by the way, because of pride, they wind up leaving the company. I've lost my top rep and I've lost a manager, and it hurts. So do the brave thing. Here's my brave slide, right? Remember, bravery is not the absence of fear. It's feeling afraid and doing it anyway. Watch out for your best interests. Be honest, be vulnerable, safeguard your career. Stay at this company where you've built up the knowledge and the expertise and the credibility, and just talk about going backwards. Here's what it might look like. I'm not going to spend a lot of time here because not a lot of you are there, but it is important. Stay with your company. It looks like this. Hey, I want to talk about my role and my future and get your advice. And I notice that I'm not hitting all my goals. And frankly, I'm really feeling frustrated, or I'm feeling like a failure. It's important to me to be successful and build my career. And so could we please talk about my options? Maybe you could share some advice and what you're seeing. Maybe there's some resources that are available to me, what's helped other people be successful. Listen, I built 3 companies around the struggle I had in my first year as a sales manager 20 years ago. It's that tangible to me still. So if you're there, or if you get there, check in with yourself, have this discussion, download the slides and save this, all right? How would you feel about me stepping back into sales? What I've used here is a model called nonviolent communication. Now I know that sounds weird because who would be violent about it, but that's what it's called. And it's super powerful. I'm going to show it to you again when you have the stepping up discussion. So here it is mapped out, the steps of nonviolent communication. That's exactly what I just did. All right, I'm going fast because most of you are, strike that, reverse it. Let's get into management. Is this for me? Why? Chat it in for me. Number one reason, don't overthink it. If you're still thinking about it and not typing it, you're doing it wrong. Why do you want to get into management? Double copy, love it. Dina, Dan, y'all need to get to know each other. If you're still thinking, come on, here we go. Help other people, expand my skills, growth, broader impact. Awesome. Really, really good. Keep typing it in. While we do that, I'm going to share with you the bottom 3 answers on the board. Whoa, now you're hoping you didn't type one of these. If your answer is to do with title or money or prestige, you're going to hate management and you're in it for the wrong reasons. Why? Because you're going to work double the hours for half the dollars per hour as you're getting into this. You're going to have to do it to love it. So here's your top 3 answers on the board. In shot number 7, number 1, I love the light bulb moment. I want to help people. I feel like I can make an impact. I can do it better. I want to help other people. Cool, huh? We see that a lot over here, a lot over here. It's good to grow and expand your career. And the folks who are there in that, I think I can, and I think I want to grow and I want to move up category, you're the ones that have to be honest with yourself, right? You got to say, okay, I want to do that, but is it on the management path or do I want to become a super high paid rep? And that's those honest conversations you have to have with yourself. And sometimes you got to jump in and feel it to know for sure, right? I'll give you some other clues as we move through the next few slides. But the truth is, the folks who do the best are in it because watching someone else win feels incredible. And it's addictive, right? When that happens and you get more out of helping them be successful than closing the deal, you know you're in the right gig. Because the rest of the time, it feels like babysitting. Can I get a copy of that on anybody who's done it? If you're not sure, I have a great piece of advice. I'll explain the company to you. That's awesome. Here's the advice. It comes from Anna Baird, who was one of our guest speakers in Girls Club. Anna Baird is the CRO at Outreach. She said, if you're not sure, be a mentor. Okay. Sign up, volunteer, do it for at least 6 months and have some structure. Okay. 2 hours a month. You got to push your people to own it and come to you. There has to be agenda. There's got to be some rigor to this whole thing, not just, hi, how are you? I brought you a coffee. Let's go out for a drink next month. Okay. If management's right for you, you will love this experience. It'll be one of the top most rewarding experiences in your life. If it is not, it's a clue, okay, that maybe management's not right for you and or you had a dud as a protege, right? So feel free to try it again if you need to, want to. I just love that advice because that's it, man. You'll find it if that's the right path for you. Now we're going to get into how do I earn it? Okay, I think I want to be, I'm aspiring. Thanks for staying with me, everybody. How do I get the gig? Here we go. Earning management. Here's what most leaders are looking for you to be considered. At or above target, right? Don't try to get into leadership if you can't hit quota. Do you have to be a top rep? No. I think the top reps are the worst managers. Hence my comment at the beginning, right? It's all about me and the money and the win and the kill and the chase. Not so into helping others, okay? God bless you, top reps. You're high maintenance animals, not always a management animal. I want 10 of you. Consistency is the other key, okay? If you're having a killer month and then a bad month and then a quota and killer and bad and quota, probably not their go-to person. Why? Because folks who can be consistent have a process, right? I know how I manage my business or my leads or my book of accounts or my prospect or whatever it is. I've gotten past the art into the science. I can even predict and manage my pipeline. That's when a rep has moved out of the, I'm just lovely and people want to buy from me and it's an art and I don't know how I do it, I'm just freaking magic, into the, I got a system. I know how to work the system, and that means I can teach other people the system. That's the key. You super top A+ reps, what you do is just wizardry, and you can't teach it. All right. Also, you should be the person that's known as the team helper, right? Somebody new comes on, oh, sit with Dana. She's got you covered, right? She's the one who always helps. Anthony, he's your go-to guy. Leaders, if you're listening to this, you're not sure who your aspiring managers are. Who are the ones the team's automatically going to? Who are the ones that people look at in the team meeting for validation? If they've got a question, who do they go to? There's a potential new manager. Why? Because it takes the combination of expertise and I'm nice enough and give a damn and I'll help you, which isn't always your top reps. We're also looking for work ethic. Okay. Your wizards can hit goal in half the amount of time, and good for you. Stay in sales, babies. Do it. Work less, make more. That's the dream. But in management, you're going to grind for a couple of years, and you have to have that work ethic. So make sure that's visible if you're trying to get noticed. Also, make sure you're asking to learn. Okay. You know how we talked about you got to change directions and learn new skills? If you're not somebody who's interested in learning about the new product, learning what's going on with the company, learning about the new skills, learning about growth, you're not going to be someone who's great at developing into a manager, nor somebody who's going to develop their team. So you got to have that learning culture and make sure it's obvious. I've got one more really important tip, and this is critical. It's not fair, but ladies, I'm talking to you because we're the worst at this, mass generalizations aside. I can't tell you how many stories I've heard about women who come into a job, especially sales, and kill it. You know that women have higher close rates than men historically, right? They're crushing it. You know that women have a higher percent to goal to quota than men, right? Sadly, we're less than 11% of the sales workforce, 30% of sales, 17% of leadership. You guys, we're not asking for it. We think we're going to come in and crush it, and then someone's going to come to us and say, Amy, you're amazing. Would you like to lead this team? And what winds up happening instead is, Amy, you're amazing. Would you sit on the panel for the 5 guys who applied and help me pick the new manager? It doesn't always have to be girl and boy either, you guys. If you don't ask for it, if you don't say, I'd like to get into management, how do I do it? Pick me, you ain't gonna get it. People don't come to you, sadly, and notice. And believe me, I'm working with leaders to get them to do it more often. But you got to work halfway with me and raise your hand. If you attended this webinar, you should have had the discussion already. Truly, okay? You ask before you're ready. If you're thinking about getting in, it's time to have the discussion. If you wait and you don't get the first job, you may feel 100% ready, but they don't know. You weren't even on their radar until you applied 2 weeks ago. You won't get the first job. Then you're pissed. And you vote with your employment, which means you exit and go do it somewhere else. You got a better chance in your company. So talk now. Here's what it sounds like. The stepping up discussion. Opening statement, what I observed, how I feel, my value or need, asking nicely, and follow-up questions. Here we go. Hey, manager, I want to talk a little bit about my role and my future at ABC Company and get your advice. I noticed that we're growing like crazy, or I noticed the company likes to promote from within, or I notice that so-and-so is leaving and there will be an open position, whatever it is, okay, something you observe, no judgment. I notice everybody else is getting promoted but me, not the way to go. I'm feeling excited about moving up in this department. I'm eager to expand. It's important to me to grow. I'm so excited about being part of the future of this company, whatever it is, you just chatted it in, that part's easy. Then you talk about a value or a need, right? Growing is important to me. Career growth is important to me. Lifelong learning is important to me. And helping others is important to me. You just chatted that in too. Then you ask nicely. Could we please talk about my options? Could we please schedule a meeting where you could give me some advice about how I should move up? Could we please schedule sessions once a month where you could give me feedback on what I need to work on to earn that role? See how having the discussion now isn't about, I'm ready, give it to me. Having the discussion now is, please think about me when it comes up and help me get there So you're on my side and my team. I don't think I'm ready, but I am ready to learn and earn it, not just be given it. Then maybe you have follow-up questions, right? How are managers selected around here? What skills could I work on now? What could I do to prepare? Could you see me as a manager? Like, who would you recommend maybe as a mentor? Good. All right, this is important. Hope you got some of that. This is a lot of what we talk about in Girls Club. Bonus chaser, if you're a manager already and you're looking to be a director, here's what's next. We look for not just did you hit target, but what percentage of your team hit target? Can you get newbies up to speed really fast? Again, do you have a process? Do other managers come to you as a role model? Are you great not just at pipeline management, but forecasting? That means calling the deals your team is forecasting. And let's be honest, most reps aren't good at forecasting. So you're going to have to be damn good at pipeline management. And how good are you at getting proactive and getting done what you need to? And by managing your time, not just getting buried in all the requests. Awesome. You guys, we've got 6 minutes left. I'm going to tell you about 2 opportunities to learn more, and then I'm going to open it up to questions. Here we go. The boot camp I promised you, Sales Management 101. I think we run this once a year or twice a year. So it's not like always open, you guys. This is the time. Go make it happen. And it's really inexpensive. You'll see prices go up on this. We cover 3 classes in this one. Your role as a sales leader, all about the transition, the start skills, stop skills. What does it look like when you're a great leader, a young leader, all of that. We do own your day, super important management skills for sales managers, including literal things you can say to your team to get time back in your day. And then essential manager meetings where we help you set up a cadence of how to manage people and what those look like. They are the first foundational skills we teach to every company who hires us to train their teams of sales managers, not just new ones. People have been in the role for 5 years and nobody taught them. So it goes over 6 weeks. It's a blended learning approach where you're going to be in the bar plus live training with our awesome trainer, Jen. You get a certificate at the end of it. It's under $500. You can even save $100 if you do it in the next 7 days. Amy, did you chat the link? You're awesome. Factory.com/manager101. And manager_100 is what gets you the discount. You've heard me say Girls Club 17 times. Sorry about that. I'm kind of passionate. It's a new thing I started 3 years ago to help more women earn sales leadership positions. We specialize in reps who are thinking about getting into management, or Dana, managers who got the job and still maybe aren't feeling supported enough. It's the exact same training as the boot camp. In addition, we add 4 more classes, so it goes 6 months long. We add multiple role models, killer VPs of sales that are women. Everybody gets a personal mentor from another company, a sales manager, director, or VP. We try to give women female managers because they're hard to find in your own company. And finally, spotlight opportunities to be on webinars and panels and social media and kind of raise your profile. And I'll tell you something, we have a 70% promotion rate for reps who start and get promoted by the end of Girls Club. So we invite you to come and be part of our community, even if you don't want to be a protege in our upcoming cohort that starts on April 1st. My last slide has my contact info. If you want follow-up, there's 4 minutes left for questions. If you'd like an actual bathroom break before you get on your next Zoom call, thanks for joining us. Amy, make sure you chat in, please, where they can go sign up for our next sales shots if this is your first one. These are great trainings for your team if you want to invite your colleagues or you're a manager and you want to bring your team for free training. Questions? I'm going to the chat. Thanks, everybody, for joining. Thanks, Amy. Gosh, we're good. We're good at this. Oh, good, Abby, you're in Girls Club. Woohoo! Awesome. Suzanne's got her application in. Oh, I love seeing it's amazing. Melissa, hi, I didn't see your chat before. That's so cool. Awesome, awesome, awesome. By the way, there's scholarships. You're not going to get a dime out of your company, and you know that, but you really want to get into management, and you're not sure that there's positions or money in your company, come. We got your back. That's what it's for. Good. Will you get a copy of the webinar? Thanks, Amy. Can I add Girls Club to the boot camp I'm already in? Ooh, Dina, good question. I've been calling you Dana, sorry. Will you send that one offline? Please email me. Because yeah, we could. You can do both and you'll get great things out of it. Girls Club's more expensive than the boot camp. So just email me that question. We'll take that one offline. We'll figure out how to do it. What time of day is the live training? Diane, I don't know when we've got that scheduled. Amy, do you know? Ronan, I'm glad you're going to join us. Thank you. We have a lot of fun over here, right? In fact, right, what we like, we're not trainers. We are trainers, right? But we've all been in sales and sales management, right? And I wrote the training myself, and we have a good time. It's not boring theory. Oh, thank you. 12 p.m. Eastern. You're so smart, Amy. You scheduled it for lunch hour. You're welcome, Diane. Nice to see you too. I didn't see your name earlier. That's great. Oh, Robin, I'm glad you enjoyed it. This was just the surface. Come on into the boot camp. This is just the teasers. The training's even better. Anybody have a question I can help with? So happy to stay here for a couple minutes even afterwards. Otherwise, thanks so much for joining us, everybody. Have a really awesome, gosh, it's February. What happened, man? What happened?